1927, and we're out here this morning, the day after the storm, seeing what kind of damage we have, and we're going to bring you guys along with us. I'm showing you what a stalk is supposed to look like, and as I show you this, we're very sad and we know we got a lot of work ahead of us, but in no way do we want to make small of people that's really lost their, really lost something like their home or their vehicle or their health or their lives during this storm. This is agriculture, and we can replant, and it's not life-changing. It's just hard work. So this is how tall our sorghum is supposed to have been. And here's what it looks like now. These are supposed to be rows, and you can't tell where one starts and where one ends because they're all kind of laid over. And as the day goes on, some of these will perk back up and stand back up by themselves, but these that are laying on the ground will not. And we're not even going to be able to start on them this morning because if they're nice and crisp and wet this morning, and if we try to bend them up, they will snap right off. So we get to wait till it's 90 degrees this afternoon, and we will be, when they're wilted, they actually wilt a little bit, and they'll be a lot more pliable, and we will start setting them up. And I'm going to show you guys how we do this. This is the last year, Lord willing, that we let this happen. We've got the tools now to help with this situation. And the other thing we're going to be doing to help the situation is this is our permanent sorghum pasture, or this is our permanent sorghum field, and right beside of it is the cover crop. So the sorghum will go over there next year, and this will be a cover crop. But we will, down this row right here where this power line is, there is going to be a windbreak. Now it'll take a few years to grow and do any good, but we're going to put some good bushes there like elderberry that grows really fast, and taller trees. So our job today is every one of these that are laying down will be set up. Let's see if I can set this guy up without. See, if I just stand him up, he just falls right down. So we will come back this afternoon and show you guys what we're going to do. Okay, Righteous has done been out here, and he's worked on this first row, which wasn't too bad. And I'm going to go down here, and he's going to show you what he's doing. So he's just pulling them up, and he's kicking dirt at the bottom of them, and most of them are staying up. He's got a whole, well, there's about a dozen here that was down, Righteous. And not many are breaking off because they're nice and pliable right now because it's so hot. The temperature has gone down 1 degree, so we're really chilling out here. Probably need a sweater, right, Righteous? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to come out here and show you what else we're doing to help them. That's a good thing with kids with big feet. My little size 8s don't do much for that. We got big size 13. What's that, 11 over there, Miracle? Yeah. They can stomp some dirt.
No wonder these blew down. They're huge already.
Yeah. Miracle is about 6 foot tall, so that gives you an idea of how tall the sorghum is already. So we did an investment this year. We went out and got us some 7-foot T-post, and this little area right here is pretty bad, and we always end up putting some T-post in from the storms, but now each row has their own T-post. Joey's over 6 foot tall, and that was pretty tall for him. So he's going to plant that real far in the ground. And even though these are, we're going to push them up, and they'll probably stand up pretty good, there's so many of them down right here that if any kind of wind comes through here, they'll lay down again. So what I've got over here is my old baling twine, and he's going to put another T-post in the middle, and I'm just going to take off with the T-post. I'm just going to take off with the baling twine, and it's going to be tied up like a tomato plant on each side. So I got them tied up here, but see, they're real far away, and then sometimes the sorghum can go sideways. So what I do is this is hard to do with one hand, I just pull them together like this, and I'll tie that, and I'll show you once I get done. So I got my little knot tied there, and then that kind of puts some friction on these plants. See, I can just about put it anywhere I want to, and it'll stand up. And then I always put them, if one's leaning like this one was, I'll put that's where I'll put the knot. I don't have to do that very often, but it does help out. I wanted to show you guys what I have used and always used for tying up my tomatoes and sorghum now, and it works just wonderfully. It fits nicely in a 5-gallon bucket, and it's really great when you got a 5-gallon bucket with a lid on it, because this is something that will biodegrade. You can't leave it in your garden, but you can put it in your compost pile, and it will degrade. And they have 2 different kinds. The one I was using, the sorghum, is treated, but we just have that because somebody gave to us. And this is the kind that we use in our baler. And this whole thing, let's see, how many feet is it? Let's see. See right here it says biodegradable. This is baler twine. I'll put down on the bottom, my husband can tell you how long this is, but it's thousands and thousands of feet, and usually when I get one I use it for years. Now in the sorghum, when I use it, I may use one whole bale, but this is $30 for thousands and thousands of feet, and It's just worth the money. It is can keep it from year to year, and it's biodegradable. All the good things that we love. So I just wanted to show you what I use. If you got a regular home garden, use this, and a $30 bale like this will last you forever, for years and years, if you just keep it dry. If it gets wet, it'll rot, it'll decompose, and that's what it's supposed to do. But I just want to show you guys what we were using. Such a great item that normally you just don't go in the hardware store and get. Well, we got the first 2 rows all stood up. We have extra T-posts, so I may be putting more T-posts in there. We'll just see how it goes. And the 4 rows in the middle were the worst. Those are the ones that I showed you that were just, these ends were just completely down on the ground. And you can see how beautiful this is. You can see way down to the end, all nice and tied up on each side. And no need to worry about any more storms. This will hold them up. And these are probably got about 4 or 5 more feet to grow high. And they'll start, Joey said he saw 1 head out here. I haven't seen one yet. And they will start putting their big, beautiful burgundy heads on pretty soon. Well, neighbors, thank you for joining us out in the sorghum patch and to see some of what we had to do after the storm. If you had any storm damage or something happened, please let us know down in the comments. We'd like to pray for you. And we want to see what went on around the rest of the country as far as this big storm went. And we are very thankful that you joined us. And you just come back and keep watching this stuff growing. It's not going to be very long to where we are going to be processing some sorghum molasses. We love you guys. Bye.